Sadly, 72% of renters say that they may never own a home. That's according to a new Rent.com study, and I'm going to get into why that might be and how you should think about it if you're a renter. But first, I'm Kathleen Carmichael. For 20 years, I was a real estate agent before I got into the lending business. When I became a lender, I was shocked at all the things that I didn't know, and I was in the industry. So this channel is all about taking the mystery out of mortgage and sharing my insider secrets with you so that you can get the best mortgage possible for you and not get ripped off. The fact is that homeowners have a net worth that is 40 times higher than that of a renter. So in my opinion, everybody should try and get on the path to homeownership. I do realize it's not for everybody that some people really should rent. And even if they're super wealthy or whatever their situation is, homeownership is not for everyone. But for the vast majority of people, it is a dream and a dream come true. And the facts state that your net worth is higher. So why do so many renters think that they can't buy? Well, first of all, this market is not exactly in the favor of first-time homebuyers. It is a tough market, and so everybody who is potentially just sitting on the sidelines is looking at these 7% interest rates, very high interest rates, all of the multiple offers, and they just feel shut out. Sadly, a lot of people also have a fear of being judged by their lender, and that to me is like the absolute worst thing. The same people who might feel shut out from this market, they might have a shot if they just knew what their situation was and how close they actually were to buying a home. But they can't do that unless they speak to a lender and get pre-qualified. I worked with a borrower one time who was up against a hard move-out date from his current rental. He had 4 kids and he had a 519 credit score. He really was afraid that he wasn't going to be able to do anything, and he wouldn't even be able to rent in the area. What I did is I put him on a plan to hammer his debts and work on some collections that he had, clean up his credit report. Within 4 months, his credit score rose almost 100 points, and I was able to qualify him on an FHA loan, and he was able to move his family into a home that they actually own and don't have any fear of being kicked out of. But if he had not taken the step of actually speaking with me and actually allowing me to look at his situation, if he was too afraid to do that, he would really have been up a creek. So if you are one of those people who's afraid, don't be afraid. Find a lender who actually is non-judgmental, and most of us are. Find somebody who will work with you and will put you on a plan and will help you get to your dream. Another fear a lot of renters might have is being taken advantage of by their lender, and sadly, they could be. I mean, there are some unscrupulous lenders. I was shocked as a real estate agent, your realtor actually has a fiduciary responsibility to you, which means that they have to put your financial needs ahead of their financial needs. That is not the case with the lender. The lender can put their financial needs ahead of yours, and that's kind of weird to me. So I always like to put the customer and their situation and their needs ahead of mine, because I know how it works. If you do unto others, they will do unto you the way you want to be treated. I mean, that's the golden rule. So that's the way I live my life, and find a lender that does that for you. Your lender should give you multiple options. They should be able to explain everything about different programs so you can see what are the advantages and disadvantages. A lot of people have preconceived notions about FHA loans, that they're solely for first-time homebuyers. That's not true. You could buy your 5th house with an FHA loan. Does it work? Does it make sense to do that? What does it look like to do an FHA loan versus another type of loan, like a conventional loan, or if you're a veteran's loan? Look at all of your options and have a lender that will take the time to show them to you. All right, one way to know if you're being taken advantage of by a lender is if you look at a loan estimate. Now, get the loan estimate, the actual loan estimate. Don't just let them text you a rate and some closing cost idea. Have them print out a loan estimate and then look at what's called box A, and it's just Roman numeral A, and you're going to look in there for the loan origination and the discount points. The lender makes their money in the rate, and those are 2 ways that they can put money in their pocket from your rate. Now, here's the deal. Sometimes You have to pay a discount point or some origination to bring your rate down so that you can qualify. But you're going to want to know, what would my rate be if I didn't have to pay origination or discount point? And what is my rate with one of those? And compare it to other lenders. Another fear that a renter might have is the fear of being denied. And the truth is, it's not that big a deal to be denied for a loan. It is a big deal to be denied for a loan if you're under contract. So work with a lender before you start looking at houses. The lender can tell you, hey, you're not qualified in this situation. These are the things you need to do, A, B, and C. For instance, get your credit up, pay some debts down. Maybe ask for a raise from your current employer. I've had people do that, and they get a raise and then they're qualified. All of those things, if you have somebody who's advocating for you, i.e. a very good lender, they can help you with that. So you don't have to be stuck thinking, I'm going to be a renter forever, and you're not. In actuality, most people are closer to buying a home than they think. Even if they're, let's say, 1 or 2 years away from buying a home, with the right plan, they'll get there in 1 or 2 years. Listen, 1 or 2 years are going to come and go whether you do it or not. So you might as well get on the plan, get close to buying a home, and then in 2 years' time, buy one and never look back. So just remember, the net worth of a renter is 40 times less than that of a homeowner. So you're going to want to get on that homeowner property ladder as soon as you can. And if I can help you in any way, let me know, and I'll see you on the next video.